Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttradesolutions.com on a Friday, 23rd February. As all of you know, it's all about NVIDIA. That's taking the oxygen totally out of the room here. Blowout earnings, over 800. It's interesting action today. Pretty much after the run-up post NVIDIA, which kind of as typically is happening lately, just another consolidation day. Obviously, now the next question for everybody is this the end of the rally? Do we pause and keep going higher? You know, it's all in all, the S&P, we don't have any supply. We don't have any, so it is feasible that we keep going higher. We're sitting right around 5,100 on the cash. Things are pretty elevated, lots of speculative stuff going on in the markets. But as we know, back to 2000 and any other kind of bubbles kind of situation, these things can keep going much longer than anybody anticipates. So let's get right into the charts review. The week, let me share my charts with you. So, from a technical perspective, there's nothing really, clearly there's nothing above current price to interrupt the rally. What you'll have to see is if we can break some of the, like I have these short term, you can see we're kind of going on a Friday, very, very choppy, very kind of consolidation. So nothing really until we break below maybe 50.91. We've got core PCE on Thursday. We still have a bunch of earnings to get through, but the big ones are already through. Interestingly, under the surface also, the mega caps are all down today. NASDAQ just barely made it above the prior highs here. This is interesting. So the NASDAQ futures just came up a little bit above the highs and have since just again consolidated and pulled back all day today. So this is an interesting little bit of piece of news here. Now, Apple, just going into some of the stuff going on under the surface, Apple hit 185, pulled back today. NVIDIA is actually pulling back some off the all-time highs here. AMD, some of these big mega caps, that's still not breaking out, and so on and so forth. So very interesting under the surface. And I think, this is really where you have to look to see where the next move is going to come from in the stock market. It's been all driven by NVIDIA and some of these mega caps, and particularly the AI semiconductor. So I think if you want clues for when the market may peak, obviously it's due for a pullback, but again, you don't know. This is very interesting. We'll see if we get any follow through down next week, and especially with rates. Now, going into the only market really that's still kind of just doing nothing is Russell, kind of in the middle part of the range, not doing anything. And obviously still rates matter, even though, they've come off somewhat off the resistance level here. Interestingly, the 10-year level is working so far. I mean, that can change next week with a core PCE on Thursday. But, now that maybe next week we go back to looking at inflation and interest rates and all that, dollar really didn't do much this week either, just flat, nothing going on there. Even, the rest of the complex here with metals, you can see just not a lot going on relative to any kind of big moves. Oil also failed to move higher, but it is building a nice resistance level here at the 78. This level here, the 78.70, kind of a possibly putting in a range here. And nat gas just cannot get anything going. We'll see if that actually gaps again on Sunday and see if that holds here. And the grains just keep going low. So all these inflation things, even though, it's interesting because inflation, the energy is not doing a lot. In fact, soybeans and corn and all those just keep making new lows. Wheat is the only one that's kind of hanging in there. relative to the lows, and then corn just continues to drift lower. So not a lot going on there. You can see that just, this is a very strong trend in the grain markets, and they are coming into some major levels as I've been talking about, but there is just no bounce. And until, you got to be, I mean, you can keep shorting these, but you got to be careful when that first pullback comes. It may be sharp, kind of short covering type of move, but so far it's obviously paid to be short the grains here, provided you can withstand some of these pullbacks. So again, next week, interesting core PCE. We got the ECB, and yeah, obviously, NVIDIA stole the show this week, blew it out. And again, how far it's going to go, who knows? We just have to watch the charts, wait for levels to form. Similarly to like this chart here, you say, well, let's buy NVIDIA. But again, recall that, this thing could snap back 100 points in a heartbeat. NVIDIA could pull back 100 points in a heartbeat. That's where I would be looking to buy it, by the way, if you're thinking about, joining the up movement in some of these AI stocks and so forth. Wait for the pullback. You'll get your chance and go from there. Okay. And if you're looking to hedge, this would be the hedge. I mean, there's still a lot of uncertainty that could hit the market at any time. The geopolitical stuff going on, that can also flare up at any point. And so you got to still be careful. And that's generally when things are very calm like this. The VIX down back to below 14 again. That's usually when you get these shakeups. But for now, the bulls are still in control, and until otherwise, we just kind of next week is going to be really interesting. The core PCE is that next big catalyst that could change the trajectory here. Okay. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Tuesday. Take care. Sign up for the newsletter, by the way, too. I'll be writing that this weekend, and I had a great class. I'll probably put another class together in the next couple of weeks, so look out for that. Okay, take care.